So this is day one of the grading effort. The first thing they're going to do is get a pit going and burn all these stumps up that we have all over the wood yard. And a little bit of daylight left. You can see they've got, so down here they've got a couple little mini X track loader, some implements. I assume they're going to use this tube here to vent out for the burning of the stumps, but getting started. I just getting up here checking in with him. Looks like he's getting started on this first tree down there and taking that guy down. In the last video I showed you a little bit what we'd be doing with the grading contractor. You see he's got that working on the first tree there, and then we've got with the pink ribbons another 1, 2, 3, 4 guys coming down. And we've got numerous stumps from the clearing that we did earlier in the year. So he's going to get a nice fire pit going. You can see all those guys up here, a couple there, big guy back there, and a couple over here. So we're going to get those guys burning. And then just in general, it's kind of hard to see, but we just want to get, this is the high side of the wood yard. And then where that boom truck is now, the white boom truck is where the sawmill was, and that you can see how the elevation dips off past the utility building. So they're gonna just get our drainage worked out to where everything flows from high to low. And it's also a lot smoother ride when we're moving material around with either the tractor or the skid steer, but specifically the skid steer, when you get a heavier load, it just wants to bounce around a little bit. So he just went around that mini X and softened it up. And then he's got it attached to his boom truck, so now he's gonna give her a little tug. So I know for these guys, that tree may have taken longer than they would have liked, but watching them do that, I mean, that would have taken me an entire weekend, maybe even longer by myself and Miss Kara to get that big tree out. So this is looking like it's well worth its money right off the bat. Yeah, just the equipment that they have, and having a few guys, yeah, they're making it look easy. Love it. So I'm gonna have to go into town for a little bit, but just talked to Kyle, and he He's gonna do all the grading first and then burn second, because he has this dozer from a previous job, which was not necessarily included in our quote, but we get the benefit of having it, which is good. So he says he's going to use this midpoint of the utility building is about ground zero, and the high point where the fire is at are going to come down about, he said, about 2 feet, and where the sawmill will be, where that Mini X is now, will come up approximately 2 feet, and just, it'll have a slope to it and drainage, but in general that will be the ground zero right here. So when I get back later today, he said most of the grading may be done today, so we'll take a look at it this evening. So as I showed you in the last video, another scope of work that Mr. Kyle's going to do for us as well is this part of the driveway right here. So normally we come up to the side of the house where you see behind me here, and I've already cleared this portion, and I'll take you up there in a second, but he's going to finish grade that and get some stone on that as well. So that will be finito done. That's been something on my bucket list out here at Sunshine Acres for some time, so I'm super happy to have that. Let me take you on a little road trip and show you what that's going to look like. So yeah, that'll be it. But again, super happy to have that and be able to come up to the front of the house, and look forward to enjoying that. It's a little steep there at the top of that thing, but it's just 99% of the time it's just going to be me and the Bronco and Miss Kara and her Jeep, so they're more than capable vehicles of doing that. If we have guests, they may typically enter the side as well, to where they usually park at the pool. So should be good. Looking forward to it. So that's it. We had 5 trees marked up, but actually went to Mr. Kyle took down 3 more over in here, and that's ultimately where the kiln will go. So I wanted to go ahead and get that cleared now, and since he's got the right equipment for it, so now they'll do a little tree demo and get all this cleaned up. But great start. See them bringing that grade up, coming off the backside of the utility building and out here towards where the sawmill will be. So I think it's safe to say with the amount of material getting moved, I would have never gotten this project done with my own equipment. So super happy we got Mr. Kyle out here helping us out and getting this taken care of. Looks good. Getting it done right here, Sunshine Acres. That is it for day one of grading. Definitely a little more, it's steeper than I thought it was going to be. But I think everything's going to work out just fine. So they're going to continue to keep moving material off of this end. And they think they'll be done with the rough grading tomorrow. So 2 days of that. So we'll see how they do. All right, so this is after day 2 of grading here at the wood yard. I was not able to see Mr. Kyle today. I had to go into town and they were done by the time I got home. So it's a little different than anticipated. No, that's not focusing. There we go. Yeah, I knew there would be a drop off here at the end, and I'm gonna try to show that. Yeah, that's a solid 5 foot. And I was hoping to be able to utilize all the way back to the clearing, but I mean, obviously that's gonna be a lot more material and there's really no more to be had. You can see how we're already cupped into the high side there. So I guess where I'm going with this is, if you can see that tape on the ground here, I mean, that's approximately 40 feet from there to this pin, which is the length of the building. You can see where I have that gator there. I'd like to be able to drive around the end of it. And I expected more space between there and the existing building. So I think I need to get Miss Kara home to get her opinion on this. But what I'm thinking about doing is moving the sawmill shed up tight against this. It's a smaller structure than the utility building. So we'll still be able to drive through it to get the mill in and out. So I want, like I said, get Miss Kara's input on that, but that's where I think I'm heading. Which, I mean, whatever that span is there, we can slide this way and have more working space on the end of the building. So stay tuned. We'll have something figured out here, hopefully by the end of this video. But I like it. I think it looks good. It's nice to have this area cleaned up. Looks very professional. Looks good. I'm happy with it.